Views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Astral Insider Show, your portal for adventure, insight, and growth with host Fernando Albert. Fernando, world-renowned lucid dreamer, astral projectionist, psychic medium, brings his passionate energy healing to the airwaves on TransformationTalkRadio.com as a vessel for spirit to provide all the information you need. Fernando opens the portal for your personal transformation as you join him on this incredible journey within the greatness of the astral plane. Receive answers to many of life's questions, remove roadblocks, and tour the astral realm. This show expands your life in ways you've never imagined. Listeners, get ready for a keen soul exploration and the journey of your life. Now here is your host, Fernando Albert.
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Well, first of all, I'm going to make sure today that everything that I share, plus everything we have been checking over the past few shows, allows you to finally be able to live or to get started to leave the physical body in order to visit the astral realm. Today we are going to be talking about body relaxation. We are going to be talking about the importance of taking notes, the importance of being mindful in life, plenty of things we are going to be talking about. But first of all, as a quick reminder, let me share with you, we already in the prior shows have been talking lots of astral projection. As you all know, astral projection is for everyone. This is something I want to remind you all. Every single person can astral project. In the end, it only requires you practice, time, and dedication. Like every other hobby in life, it's something that once you get to love, it's going to be on a roll. It's going to be easier for you day after day. The more you practice, the more you listen about astral travel, the more you bathe yourself in the topic, the more fantastic it's going to become. And as we have been sharing in the last few shows, why it's fantastic, first of all, you do get an amazing sensation once you are out in the astral. It's a magnificent feeling of freedom and liberation. It's like one of those dreams that you remember your entire life, but times 10, or maybe even times 100. And if any of you have already experienced at least one astral travel, I want to share with you that from there, it's going to become easier and easier. And as a quick tip, if you have ever experienced astral projection, make sure to recall that feeling, how it feels to be in the astral. If you have been there, you know it feels quite special. It feels quite nice. So you want to go ahead and recall this feeling from the astral travels that you have experienced and focus on it every time you attempt to astral project. And why is that? Definitely our awareness and our consciousness work based on our thoughts and our environment. If you go ahead and recall the astral sensations, as I call them, this feeling that you have during one of your travels, you are going to be able to get out of your body much faster. We were talking last show about the memory exercise, about how important it was to go ahead and calm down your mind, to be able to shut the monkey chatter in order to find stillness and find relaxation. In case you have missed this, you can either listen to the last show Or you can also go to the site, Fernando.space. And once you get there, you can head over the blog, or you can search for how to meditate. Okay? You'll search for how to meditate. It's going to provide you keys in how to get under control that monkey chatter with the exercise of the piece of paper or post-it that we talked about on the last show. It's going to help you greatly. So make sure that if you have some struggle with mental relaxation, you make sure to check the last show or to head over the blog. You're going to see that with practice, it's going to get easier. And something I wanted to share with you today, it's bringing mindfulness in life. This is something additional and something important that you need to bring in your daily doings. I've been saying from the very first show that astral projection is almost a lifestyle. It's part of you. You need to be in a certain mind setting in order to be able to have these travels to come easy at you, to come without any struggle. Being mindful in life is the very first step and the easiest for you to be able to be into the right energy and into the right awareness for astral projection. One very important step for you to get started with this new mindful life, it's for you to stay grounded and focused as much as you can. And even though we are trying to get out of the body, while you are in your body, you have to make sure you are well in your body. It might sound silly, but when you get started into jumping into lucid dreams, jumping into astral travel, you want to make sure that you know very well in what existence you are. Obviously, you're going to know, yes, from your own presence, from your doings. But also you need to make sure that your consciousness, and especially your subconsciousness, knows. That is one very important aspect. There is another important aspect, and we are going to talk about it in a little later. And this is about the importance of ensuring that your physical body is well charged, empowered, and focused, especially during the day. During the evening, during the night, at all times, it's very important for you to find a state of balance. And when you are grounded, you are connected to the earth. Your root chakra, it's open, receiving energy from the planet, energy that will nurture you, that will nurture your physical body. And at some degree, it will nurture all of the other chakras. And while you don't need your root chakra, in quotes, while you don't need, in quotes, the root chakra to astral project, if with a healthy root chakra, you are going to ensure that all your other chakras get a very good flow of energy. You are going to ensure that you don't run out of energy in your heart chakra, for example, or in your crown chakra, your third eye, and you're going to need this to astral project. Even a strong solar plexus is going to be important for you as well, for your personal power, your personal essence. All of that, it's positive energy. All of that are good vibrations that you want to take with you to the astral plane. As we have been talking in prior shows, you go to the astral plane with sort of a battery. As you know, one of the main reasons there is no need to fear astral projection, it's because you can't get lost, you can't get trapped, you can't get possessed. Nothing like this can happen because you have your silver cord. And your silver cord also will ensure that you come back to your physical body every single time. And if your astral body runs out of energy and you are 3,000 light years away from here, it's fine, because you are going to snap right away into your body. What this means? That you want to make sure that you bring as much empowerment as possible. In fact, in a future show, I'm going to share with all of you a very funny situation where I precisely wanted to really charge myself to make a super long astral projection and got a really super surge of energy. It's something crazy. You guys are going to realize that when you start working on this, you're going to discover so many great things. And you are more than welcome to join and to even comment out any of these experiences that you had. It's going to be great. Sharing is always fantastic for every single person. We've been talking about mindfulness, about staying grounded. Now, it's very important to stay focused and present in your day-to-day. This is essential. And why is that? Well, your life is clear. You perceive your life every day the same way, more or less. However, when you are getting to explore the astral realm, you need to have much more clarity of the plane of where you are at. When you get used to be focused in life, to be aware, to be present, then you get used to do that over your dreams, over your astral travels, becoming stronger, much more clear, and much more efficient. You need to make sure that you observe the life as it happens around you. Many years ago, when I wasn't used to try to do this, I would walk by some flowers that there were in front of a home I used to live before. They were beautiful flowers, and I would ignore them, because you are with the rush of life, and you don't even pay attention. And when you pay attention, it's like, wow, these flowers are beautiful, and I haven't even seen they were here. Well, what do you think is going to happen in a dream or in an astral travel? In the astral plane, you're going to notice it sooner, but you can turn lucid in a dream. And with that, you are going to be able to jump to the astral plane. But you need to be present. I'm going to be sharing a little more of these reasons and a few more things about being mindful in life once we are back from a little break. So make sure to stay tuned.
Gifted intuitive healer and spiritual teacher Sarah Luce brings her unique style to the hit show Small Steps, Big Breakthrough Radio on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Tune in each month as Sarah turns reality on end and shows us how to experience expansive results with simple yet powerful steps. Expect an enlightening bend on what you currently believe is possible. For show details and upcoming topics, visit sarahluce.com. That's SarahLoos.com.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Steffen each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit TheTruthIsFunny.com.
Are you done being afraid to jump into the life that's waiting for you? Are you ready for a real shift? I invite you to tune in every Tuesday with me, Tracy L., on the Tracy L. Clark Show, where we will teach you how to live your extraordinary life. At 8 a.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio, where I will provide the tools and the steps needed to help you transcend perceived limitations and move forward with an extraordinary life. For more information, visit me at TracyLClark.com.
If you're dealing with fear and anxiety, you've probably noticed that the more you fight these emotions, the stronger they seem to get. Dr. Friedemann Schaub, the author of The Fear and Anxiety Solution, explains that instead of suppressing, we need to identify and resolve the deeper, subconscious root causes of fear and anxiety. His personal breakthrough program has helped thousands worldwide to overcome their emotional challenges. To learn more, visit thefearandanxietysolution.com and schedule your free consultation with Dr. Schaub now.
Choose the New Earth on the Cornelia Stephanie Show. Tune in each week on Transformation Talk Radio as Cornelia takes listeners on an odyssey of higher consciousness to inspire, educate, and empower. Cornelia guides people on the path of self-healing, peace, and liberation. The Cornelia-Stephanie Show is your catalyst for anchoring heaven on earth on a global scale. For more information, go to CorneliaStephanie.com.
Wow. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. This is Talk Radio to Thrive By. I'm telling you, I got to pinch myself some days, because when each of us gets called to do something that we so not thought was in our wheelhouse to do for a purpose that's so much greater than us, we get to show up and shine.
If you would like to show up and shine on the Dr. Pat Show as a co-host or sponsor, send us an email to inspire@thedrpatshow.com.
Welcome back to the Astral Insider, where it's always all about astral projection. Well, we have been talking about how important it is to bring mindfulness in life. You know that being focused and present in the day, it's going to bring you a lot of benefits. And we could go for hours in benefits beyond astral projection. But our goal is astral projection, right? For that, being present in your day-to-day, it's going to pay off a lot. So make sure you try to do that every day. Make sure you try to pay attention to those things that surround you every day, to those people that you get to see every day. Make sure you're present, because maybe you're going to find great things in life, but maybe you're going to find that your friend comes to work with a sombrero and you're going to say, wait a minute. And then you might notice you are in a dream. You can have a lucid dream, which is amazing, almost as amazing as an astral travel. But guess what? You can go to the astral plane from a lucid dream, as he has shared. So for only this reason alone, you want to be more present in your day-to-day. Other extremely important aspect of mindfulness that will help you with astral projection, it's for you to try to not overload yourself constantly with stimuli, with actions. Maybe you have a very busy life. Maybe you have a very busy job and you need to be all day like nonstop running. Well, maybe when you get home and you sit down on your couch, you take a shower or whatever you prefer to do, it will be a great moment to bring some silence in your life, to maybe shut down the TV 5 minutes earlier and try to see what your own mind, what your own consciousness have to say. You know, I have been receiving for years many emails, many questions about mindfulness and about getting your mind relaxed, shutting the monkey chatter down. It feels to me that it is something very important for you to know, that the lesser stimuli you bring in your life, the easier for you it's going to be to clear your mind of thoughts when you are in a state of relaxation. As you know, for a successful astral separation, you need to make sure that your physical body is completely relaxed. We are going to talk about that in a moment. And also that your mental thoughts are relaxed as well. This is why trying to not overload yourself with unnecessary stimuli, it's very important. And if you do, for whatever reason, spend a good 5-10 minutes of introspection, of mental organization, I am sure you get to tidy up your home, to tidy up your hard drive, your cell phone. You know, it's the same. You need to organize your mind. And yes, that happens when we are sleeping. Fantastic. It's an automatic. Great. But if we manage ourselves to pay some attention in that cleansing, maybe your mind is not going to be all night working on organizing a million things you had went through the day. But instead, it will be finished much earlier, and then you will wake up from a REM phase or you will get a lucid dream. It doesn't matter, but you will be in a much easier state to astral project, especially if you wake up in the middle of the night. because that's the most ideal time for you to astral project, as I've been sharing with you all, and I will continue to share that. One last thing that I would include in terms of mindfulness for improvement day after day on astral projection, it's meditation. Meditation, it's much easier than most people think. As I shared before in the site, Fernando.space, you can head over the blog and you can search how to meditate. Also, you can go ahead and sign up in the newsletter, once again in Fernando.space, and download a free 10 minutes guided meditation. It's a very simple guided meditation. It will be centered in your chakras, and it will prepare you energetically to be in a state of balance and tranquility. And you can even use this meditation if you have a hard time relaxing your mind before an astral projection attempt. I do have on my site a meditation for astral projection, more specific. But in the end, if you manage to find your point of relaxation at a physical and mental stage, you are going to be able to get the most out of any meditation and to even jump into the astral plane. So, remember, adding meditation a day, it's significant. Even if it's 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, less, it's worse. So even if it's just only 5 minutes, maybe you are so busy that you can only meditate in the shower, then that's great. Do it, because it's going to definitely bring betterment. Once you get used to relax your mind a little bit, to be more focused and present through the day, to be more grounded, and to add some meditation in your life, you are going to do like 70% of the effort for astral travel, because it is not that difficult. In the end, it is not. It's just about changing a few things in life. You know, I would like to say it is not difficult, but Western society makes it hard. So we need to try to get a little bit of everything to get the greatness of our Western civilization in all the matters, but to also be a little more in the introspection side, in the silent side, in the relaxing side, in order for you to cultivate these abilities also. So, body relaxation, this is something essential for your astral journeys. You want to get out of your body, and if you are feeling your body, you are not going to get out. So you need to feel your body like it's not even there. This could come tricky sometimes. For some people, it can be more challenging than other. Maybe you have an ache somewhere. You will need to get to know and get to understand, number one, your system, your organism, okay? You need to make sure of your stronger points, of your weaker points. Maybe if you take a warm bath, your sore muscles of your hips are not going to be bothering you. They are not going to be getting on the way. But if you don't take the shower, you're going to feel that buzzing annoyance there, and you are not going to project. You know, I have tried many times. Obviously, as I grew up with it, you get to learn those things, maybe to project now, and maybe I have a finger hurting or whatever, you know, and I don't get to project, you know, and then you get to know. I have to make sure that my physical body is ready to project. The same way that you need to be ready to run a race. You need to warm up, and before that you need to train. It's a little bit like this. The problem here is that in astral projection, you cannot get injured, which is something great. But if you are not prepared, simply you will not get out of your body. You will stay still in bed, trying to relax, maybe with your mind clear, but not able to completely relax your body. And this is going to bring to you a certain degree of frustration. You will find after several minutes that it's not working, that you are not relaxing. And if this ever happens to you, I want to recommend that you go ahead and end the session. Astral projection can happen every single day. It's not going to go anywhere. So you need to make sure that if you are trying and it's not working, then don't worry. Maybe you are not prepared today to do it. Maybe you have to do it tomorrow. Maybe your physical body is processing something you ate, processing whatever, and you just need to say, okay, doesn't matter. I will try again tomorrow. And, day after day, you're going to get to know when are the key times for you to do it, or what rituals, if any, you need to do. So I'm going to share a few points where you want to go ahead and work on this body relaxation for astral projection, because sometimes these are also roadblocks that many people encounter. First of all, very important, you need to avoid trying to astral project in the last hour of the day. I know with our busy lives, it is ideal to do it before bed. Trust me, I wish, but it's not the case. So we have to deal with it. So you need to make sure, even if you're feeling great, I had a very relaxed day. I've been all day sitting at the couch. I just walked the dog for half an hour. I'm fine. And no, you're not. You might have an astral projection. You might even have a lucid dream. I have had them right off the bat going to bed, but it provides a more lower quality dream, in addition of becoming very, very, very hard for some people. And it's not worth the amount of time you need to be working on your relaxation for getting out. So, the last time of the day, you said yes for your own desires. And like I said, invest good 10, 15 minutes at the end of the day for that mental relaxation. And I would go ahead and do that actually before going to bed. Don't stay in bed 10 minutes more awake in order to do that. You want to do that in your kitchen, in your living room, wherever you are relaxed, okay? But then during the night, you want to make sure that you go ahead and you don't try. If you want to try, you can go ahead. But when you feel there is a resistance, don't push it, okay? Just use this time to make some mantras, some visualizations about your astral travels, because you might wake up at, say, 4 a.m. in the morning. At this time, you're going to be in a very good condition to project. And not only because of your physical body stage, but also because your monkey chatter is still sleeping. Your mind possibly has organized all the chatter from the day, and you are going to be with a more still mental awareness, which is going to be great for you to be able to project. It's going to make it much easier for you. I'm going to share, once we are back from our break, a very few easy techniques for you to relax your body, and even for you to try something tonight if you wake up in the middle of the early morning in order to attempt to project. So stay tuned and see you right now.
Into the wisdom of animals, angels, and masters with Darcy Pariso on Animal Soul Wisdom Radio. Tune in monthly as Darcy brings insights on how to better understand and deepen our relationships with animals. Working with light and pureness of ancient techniques, Darcy, healer, animal communicator, and medium, is here to guide you through this process and provide inspiration to move forward. For more information about working with Darcy, visit darcypariso.com.
Have you discovered the remarkable books at angelhealinghouse.com? Author Claire Candy Hough has channeled rare books of inspiration and insight.
Angels of Faith is an inspiring story of healing, comfort, and hope that reminds us that death is not to be feared, but embraced with joy.
One True Home, Behind the Veil of Forgetfulness, takes readers on a roller coaster ride through Angel Ariel's 5 most important lives on Earth, as well as her experiences in the afterlife, and helps us remember our own journey across the veil.
And Claire Candy's autobiography, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, which details the 2003 soul exchange that took place when Claire Candy walked out of her body and Angel Ariel walked in, creating heaven on earth for herself and others.
To find out more about these wonderful books, visit angelhealinghouse.com today.
Are you your story? Or can you change your story? Can you change what you believe to be true about yourself and your circumstances as part of your healing journey? What if you were to change your expectations? What if you were to invite ease and cooperation into every day and then step back and see what happens? It might just be easier. I'm Megan Edge, and I hope that you'll join me on my new radio show, Playing on the Edge, Radical Change with Ease, with my co-host Dr. Pat on Transformation Talk Radio. I look forward to seeing you there.
Want to find out more about Megan Edge? Visit her website at meganedge.ca.
Tune in to the Astral Insider, your portal for adventure, insight, and growth with Fernando Albert. And get ready to tour the astral realm, expand your life in ways you've never imagined, and call in for the journey of your life with this world-renowned lucid dreamer, astral projectionist, psychic medium, and healer, Fernando Albert. This is every second and fourth Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Astral Insider. And before we go on, let me remind you that you can tune in with me every second and fourth Monday of the month. Well, we were talking about the importance of physical body relaxation. And we were talking that at the end of the day, as convenient as it sounds, it is not a good time. If you wake up in the middle of the night, then you can go ahead and attempt. If you say, well, it's 9 a.m., I have nothing to do today, or maybe you took breakfast, but you got nothing to do, those are good times for you to attempt to astral travel as well. So in the early morning or, even until noon might be a good time. When you already get very busy with life and, the day starts going, then it will be a good time to say, okay, we can call it until tomorrow. In the middle of the afternoon, also, it's a moment that maybe you may project. In here, it will be about your very own judgment, how you are feeling, how your sensations are, and then it's the knowledge for you to get to practice. If you feel that it's going to work, that there is progress, then go for it. If you feel that it's taking too long, that you're stressed out, then you want to make sure that you know that this is not a good time. Now, I was going to share a few easy techniques. You can find hundreds, if not thousands, of body relaxation techniques, from some very complicated visualizations, from some that are very simple, from, the sky is the limit. One that I recommend for you guys to look up, it's very efficient. I have to say, it is not my favorite one. It is not because it takes a lot of time, but some people do enjoy or do prefer to have a longer relaxation time and then get out. In my end, I am more like, as soon as I can get out, I get out. So, what I was mentioning, it's a 61-point relaxation. I'm not going to explain the whole thing because it's going to take forever, but initially it's focused on putting your attention in 61 different key acupuncture points in your body and to pay attention to those during 2 or 3 minutes to relax. You see that 2 or 3 minutes by 71, it adds quite a bit. So it will be up to you. You can maybe spend 1 minute for each point. And again, I like to mention it because it's very popular and many people knows it. It's not my favorite, though. One of my favorites is actually quite simple. I have two options. One option, especially if it's not like 5 a.m. in the morning, let's say it's 12 a.m. 12 p.m. And it's midday, I'm going to attempt to project. Well, I see I can. Then I would go ahead with the following relaxation technique. And first of all, it's to focus on your breathing. This is key. And you're going to hear this everywhere, that for meditation, it's as simple as focusing on your breathing. And many times, this is what I choose to do alone in the middle of the night. But for what the midday it goes, I like to focus on my breathing 3-4 times once I feel that my mind is already locked in the breathing. From there, what I like to go ahead and focus, it's on starting by making my body vanish, starting by the feet. And when it's something impaired, I like to focus on both sides at the same time. So say we are doing the feet, left foot, right foot, at the same time, both feet. And what I like to do is to visualize, starting from the tip of the toes, kind of like if there is this white light that starts to cover the toes little by little. And as the toes start to become covered, start to become luminous, you feel any sense of this part of your body. So it's like this white light starts to climb up, starting from your toes all the way up to your head. And the more it climbs up, the more you get to disappear. However, you need to make sure that you spend, a few minutes on every major part of the body to a point that you can feel it relax. In my end, what I would advise is for you to focus first on your feet. Once again, both of them at the same time. Then the lower legs, both of them at the same time. The knees, both of them at the same time. And then the upper legs. And then from there, you can work your hip. You can work your lower back. Then you go for your upper back. Then you can go for your arms. And attention here, once again, I would go ahead and start by the tip of the fingers. Visualizing this white light, filling up the fingers, feeling the hands relaxing. And this is very important. We use our hands for literally everything. So they are very sensitive in all degrees. There's a lot of nerves in there. There's a lot of receptors, and it's very important to spend extra time on your hands, okay? And the same goes for the sole of your feet. But for some reason, it's much easier on the feet. They adjust much stronger to the energy faster. This may be different for you. This is why it's important for you to get to know yourself, your body, your awareness. That's why practice is key. You may try tonight and boom, you are out of your body. Maybe you are listening to this right now and you are excited because you already projected twice since this show started. Awesome. But make sure to keep into account these key points because maybe you had a few first successful runs, but to make sure you get the most out of those runs and that you can move forward, you pay attention to the relaxation time. This is the long relaxation I would make. Another option for a long relaxation is a silent meditation or a file that can aid you for, in this case, astral projection. As you know, I do run an astral projection course that you can also find over Fernando.space. And from there, you can download a tool that will assist you to astral project with both relaxing music, theta brainwaves that will put your mind into a faster state of relaxation, as well as affirmative, subliminal, positive affirmations in order to make easier for you your new journeys. Now, a quicker and faster visualization, it's what I would recommend if you open your eyes at 4:35 a.m., say you want to go to the bathroom, you get back to bed, and then you focus on your breathing. Just take a few deep breaths. relaxing your mind is going to be instant here. Unless you have any condition or anything that gets on the way, your body should be relaxed without any aches, any ailments, And then if it's the case, okay, if your physical body is ready, it's like almost like when you were sleeping, then you can, yes, visualize that there is this white light that fills up your entire body and that you start to become vibrant and you start to float. You want to visualize on the sensation of floating because this is also going to trick your consciousness since the body is going to be so relaxed. At a mental level, you're going to be also relaxed. You are going to be able to jump right out. So you don't need to go through the full relaxation. Now, I want to share with you guys, I have been receiving some questions, okay? And like I've been saying in prior shows, you are more than welcome to jump in and ask any question. We may not go through it in this show, but we sure will go through it in future shows. We are going to do some question and answer moments not in every show, but in most of them. One question that I'm asked a lot, it's the typical question, if you can return to your body, if it's safe, all of that. I believe we have been talking long enough about this, and I can share with you that it's always safe and sound. You're going to be always in a good moment when you are in the astral plane, especially when you go with good intentions. You set your vibrations to be high, to be empowering. You go with an open heart. You are going to find that if that's the case, if you have these positive intentions and desires, you are going to find only greatness. And the silver cord will prevent from you to not being able to come back to your body. Now, a very funny question I am asked, and for some reason I believe it's because of the level of dangers that these questions have. And they are not dangerous at all, but they are very funny nonetheless. And it's what happens if you go to a black hole or to a neutron star. Yes, of course, we want to go to the most dangerous celestial objects in the space. But, we are explorers, so of course we want. Well, guess what? You can go because you're in your astral body. The worst thing that can happen is that you get zapped back into your body. But actually, you won't. To be honest, I haven't tried a neutron star yet, but I have tried black holes, and they are like, it's hard to explain really. But it feels to me that it's quite amazing, something you can experience, and for sure, you are not going to get lost, and you definitely are going to be able to return to your body. And it can be quite intense because the intensity of the energy that a black hole has, you're going to feel it, the same way. I've been in that great red spot of Jupiter, that storm. And, it gets to a point that it almost feels like very real because it felt like one of those crazy storms we have here on Earth, but with warm water and much more violent. It's like, wow, mind-blowing. So definitely nothing wrong is going to happen if you go to a neutron star, to a black hole, if you go in a straight line, or you make whatever. It doesn't matter. You are always going to return to your body when you run out of gas. And with gas, I mean your own energy. We are going to be talking about a couple more questions once we are back from the break. And also I'm going to share with you guys how important it is to take notes from your journeys. So stay tuned and see you in a bit.
Tap into the wisdom of animals, angels, and masters with Darcy Pariso on Animal Soul Wisdom Radio. Tune in monthly as Darcy brings insights on how to better understand and deepen our relationships with animals. Working with light and pureness of ancient techniques, Darcy, healer, animal communicator, and medium, is here to guide you through this process and provide inspiration to move forward. For more information about working with Darcy, visit darcypariso.com.
Have you discovered the remarkable books at angelhealinghouse.com? Author Claire Candy Hough has channeled rare books of inspiration and insight.
Angels of Faith is an inspiring story of healing, comfort, and hope that reminds us that death is not to be feared, but embraced with joy.
One True Home, Behind the Veil of Forgetfulness, takes readers on a roller coaster ride through Angel Ariel's 5 most important lives on Earth, as well as her experiences in the afterlife, and helps us remember our own journey across the veil.
And Claire Candy's autobiography, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, which details the 2003 soul exchange that took place when Claire Candy walked out of her body and Angel Ariel walked in, creating heaven on earth for herself and others.
To find out more about these wonderful books, visit angelhealinghouse.com today.
Are you your story? Or can you change your story? Can you change what you believe to be true about yourself and your circumstances as part of your healing journey? What if you were to change your expectations? What if you were to invite ease and cooperation into every day and then step back and see what happens? It might just be easier. I'm Megan Edge, and I hope that you'll join me on my new radio show, Playing on the Edge, Radical Change with Ease, with my co-host Dr. Pat on Transformation Talk Radio. I look forward to seeing you there.
Want to find out more about Megan Edge? Visit her website at meganedge.ca.
Tune in to the Astral Insider, your portal for adventure, insight, and growth with Fernando Albert. And get ready to tour the astral realm, expand your life in ways you've never imagined, and call in for the journey of your life with this world-renowned lucid dreamer, astral projectionist, psychic medium, and healer, Fernando Albert. This is every second and fourth Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Astral Insider, where it's all about astral projection. Well, we were answering some questions I've been asked. And talking about questions, I want to invite you guys to take a look over my Quora profile. You can find the social link in the menu at fernando.space. You will find there dozens of answers. Most of them, they are about astral projection. Other topics like lucid dreaming, the chakras, spirituality in general are part of it. But most of it is astral projection. Even if you have questions, you can go ahead and send me a question over there, and I might get to answer it, whether it's over Quora or here at the Astral Insider. Okay? So, another very empowering question I am asked is about if you can meet a loved one who passed away in the astral plane. And the answer is yes. As I shared with you in the prior show, one of the advantages of the astral plane, of including astral projection in your life, is that you can not only encounter your Akashic records, your spirit guides, you may have like a wonderful time in space, go to worlds, or visit exotic places here on Earth, whatever you like. But one great thing is that you can meet with your loved ones in spirit. And if you are in the astral plane, be assured that it's going to be the real thing. In a dream, it may not be. That is a whole story for another day. But while you can connect with loved ones in spirit in a lucid dream, it's something that the spirit controls more. In the astral plane, you can sort of project yourself to this spirit. And immediately, in the very moment, you're going to set the intention to connect with your great-grandma, for example. Great-grandma is going to notice because everything is connected in the astral plane. It's like a beautiful network that thoughts are interconnected. This is why movement comes with thought. Because, you can even think, if you want to make things more poetic, as the astral plane, like a big network of information, like this huge net of information that it's constantly being affected by everyone at the same time. And in the end, it is like that here on planet Earth in our waking reality. While we don't notice, there is global consciousness and there are plenty of things that are keeping us connected indeed. However, with our egos and our individuality and our own energetic signature, we find the separation between ourselves as different and individual souls. And physically, we can see what is connected and what is not connected. But energetically, everything is connected. So you're going to find that it's quite easy for you to be able to reach out to these loved ones in spirit. And another similar question I am asked a lot, it's if you can meet other people in the astral realm, both knowing and not knowing. And here it comes a bit of a kicker, okay? Initially, you have to be polite in the astral realm. So projecting yourself to someone without their permission, it is not nice. Chances are that you will not see anything, especially if you are looking for something in terms of privacy, then definitely you are going to see nothing. If your only intention is to see the person, like, I want to know how Josh, my elementary school friend that I haven't seen in 20 years, how he's doing. Well, maybe you will get to project and maybe you will get to see his energy and even see him. You're going to meet with Josh in the astral plane. And if he's a medium, he even will notice you, which is quite fantastic. However, if you say, this person that I love, I don't know if he's having an affair, I'm going to project and spy on her or on him. No, bad idea, because if you get to the person, you will be ejected as soon as you try to see more without their permission. And chances are that you will see nothing at all, or that you will return to your body, or you will just go to the middle of space. Because, one question that I am asked sometimes is like, what happens if you ask to go to a place that it's made up? Let's say you say, I want to go to Pluto. Okay, Pluto exists. Or I want to go to the Sombrero Galaxy. Okay, it exists. But let's say that you want to say, I want to go to planet Mugumbu, for an instance, or on some random movie, you see some cool city or some cool place and you want to project there. If you're in the astral plane, you might actually not get there, especially, because it doesn't, exist in that matter. Here we can go really deep because you can project yourself to a mental plane and then you can get some fragments of this, or you can go back to a lucid dream. It's quite complicated. Sometimes it's easy, but it can get complicated when you try to go to imaginary places. So maybe those, you don't want to focus on those from the start. Once you have been able to go to the Taj Mahal or to go to Saturn, or you have visited Andromeda, then, well, why not? It gets very fun to explore like that. Now, I have a lot more questions, but I want to make sure that you guys go today with one more important message. So in future shows, we are going to be doing extra questions. Remember, you can submit your questions in Fernando.space. You can send me a quick email. You can reach me out over Quora. You have plenty of options. Now, very important, taking notes. Taking notes is something that sometimes people loses their path because it can take some time. This is especially true for lucid dreaming. When you grow in your ability, when you become better at it, you're going to wake up with a super long dream, and it's going to be like, 1 hour worth of writing the dream. Well, it can get as crazy as that. And maybe with astral projection, especially at first, it won't. Still, what people misses a lot, it's the progress, to journey the progress. Maybe you say, okay, I'm going to try to project. You go to bed, you have your mantras, and then you sleep, you wake up at 5 a.m., you attempt to project, awesome, I'm going to project. Guess what? It didn't work. And you wake up at 8 a.m. and you don't recall a dream, you don't recall a projection, you recall nothing. You don't even recall your day from yesterday. So don't worry about it. There is nothing wrong with that. You still have to journey down. You need to make sure to journey down everything that comes to you with the date. Okay, so the 10th of December of 2018, I managed to put myself into relaxation. I remember to do my mantras. I focus on sleeping and dreaming and astral travel, but I couldn't project. I believe it was because of this or that. Sort of doing a self-analysis. And even if you have to invest 5 minutes worth of introspection, 5-10 minutes doing self-analysis on your notes is important. But every time you do something related with astral travel, you want to go ahead and you want to take notes of it. Every single day, every single moment, it's going to bring progress and it's going to bring more awareness for you in your day-to-day doing, okay? It brings progress a lot because you're going to find patterns. Maybe you're going to see between different journeys that, for instance, trying to go to the sun makes you always come back to your body. But when you set the intention to go to a forest, you always manage to go. Things like that, because then if you have some difficulty in making certain things in the astral plane, you want to attempt to work on that, but not to obsess with it. And then doing notes will help you out to organize yourself with that. It brings progress and also it brings a lot of joy. Reading it will bring you a lot of joy, will help you to recall the memories. And say you have been 1 month without projecting, you read it and you're thrilled and very happy because you get a very good memory. Oh, I went through this. That's awesome. And that alone, it's going to bring more to you. It's going to bring better projections. So now you have all the tools that you need. Mental relaxation, body relaxation, your state of mind during the day. You know you have to write down messages. So now it's really time to get your astral hands dirty. So make sure to set aside some time every day. Follow what you have learned today and you will be out of your body in no time. So, meet you at the astral plane.
You've been listening to the Astral Insider Show with Fernando Albert. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you'll join us every second and fourth Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com for this incredible hit show, as Fernando takes calls from listeners across the globe to open the portal for personal transformation on an incredible journey to discover an infinite world of curiosities and techniques. This amazing call-in show provides answers to many of life's questions from one of the best, Fernando Albert. For more information on Fernando and his work, or to book your session with him, visit FernandoAlbert.com or Fernando.space. Oh, and don't forget to listen to Fernando's past shows. That's FernandoAlbert.com.